Hello and welcome guys to a new episode on SportPredictorFanatic. Today we're going to predict the time trial of the Olympic Games that is going on, I think, today. Yeah, I think it's really fast after the Tour de France, another big event that is also being held in France. Of course, also the reason why they didn't finish the Tour de France in Paris. But yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. But we're gonna, of course, start with some names. I'm just gonna name like a list of people I think are gonna be interesting to watch. Then I'm going to dive deeper into some of them to see where they at. But yeah, we're gonna start off with some names that I think you might have to watch. I'm just gonna name them fast, so here they go. Mikkel Bjerg. Of course, Evenepoel, Tobias Vos, Joshua Tarling, Wout van Aert, Philippe Ganna, Stefan Koen, Brandon McNulty, Sheffield, Biesiger, and Plab. Those are the names I think personally are, well, the best. But I actually think there is no real no clear favorite for this. So I think this is actually gonna be a lot more interesting than maybe people think beforehand. But yeah, I think there are basically three favorites. Yeah, we're gonna start off with one. We're gonna start with Remco Evenepoel. He drove already 4 time trials this season and actually has won 3 of them. And it wasn't against some clowns either. He had already won at least against Tarling, Koen, Ganna, Wout van Aert, Roglic and even Pogacar. They all got beaten by Evenepoel once this year at the time trial. But of course, there is one big note to put with Remco Evenepoel at this time trial, and that is he had only 5 days of rest after the Tour, where he became third. So yeah, that is very, very, very shortly after his long and hard-fought Tour. But 5 days, yeah, I mean, only time will tell if he's gonna be fit enough. But do I think it's impossible? Well, I don't think so. Do I think so it's far from ideal? Yes, it's so far from ideal, for sure. But if anyone can do it, I mean, Remco Evenepoel is one of those people who is actually going to be able to do it. But I think also with the Tour came some kind of sense of relief of pressure. As in, he doesn't have to perform well, because with the podium at the Tour de France, I think his summer is without a doubt a success, even if he gets no medal here. But yeah, as I said, I think it will really be a sense of relief for him to just be here. But to have become third was really great. But with the next person, then I'm gonna say his name in 3, 2, 1, is Ganna. I think he's gonna have some mad pressure. He actually skipped the Tour to be on top form here at the Olympics. He of course also will be at the indoor cycling events on the I don't know, on the track, I think it's called, where he will be fighting for some medals as well. But he would of course like to start here with a gold medal or even a medal, I think. But his problem can't be with the parkour they've laid out for the time trial, because it is perfectly suited for him, perfectly. It is almost flat, long straight roads where he can fully deliver his power, doesn't have to turn that much. So I think it's a great parkour for him. And I think with that has a slight edge on Evenepoel, who of course would have liked some more climbing. But But looking into the 2024 time trials, Ghana hasn't always been on top actually. He of course defeated Pogacar in the second time trial at the Giro d'Italia, and of course won the Italian Championship. But he also lost the opening time trial at the Tirreno Adriatico, where Juan Ayuso actually beat him. And in the Algarve, he only became sixth with 47 seconds behind the eventual winner, Evenepoel. But then behind those two, well, with those two, there's actually one other person I would really like to say is in there with contention for the gold medal. And I think that's Joshua Tarling. Last year at the World Championship, he surprised everybody by becoming third in the time trial. And that was him only being 19. He was also the only person in that time trial, together with Ghana, that have ended like the time trial within a minute of Remco Evenepoel, which is pretty good. And 1.5 months later, he actually won the European Championship in Emmen, and I think he did so pretty convincingly. And then later on, at the end of that same season, he beat Remco Evenepoel at the Chrono des Nations. In 2024, Tarling didn't have that much of time trial time, but where he was always in for the win. In Criterium, he became second behind Evenepoel. He then won the time trial at the British Championship, and with that, of course, held his jersey. And I think for him, the parkour is just like Ghana, is perfect for him. And even though he's still 20, I'm sure and like there's a lot of Olympic games that are still left for him. I think he definitely doesn't want to waste like this good of a time trial track for him. So yeah, he doesn't want to waste the opportunity here. And then there are three smaller contenders for me. I've just, four basically. Four smaller contenders for me that are really gonna be able to do it. Well, we of course have Stefan Kung. He left the tour actually early to be good here. In the tour he had some bad luck with having material problems at the first time trial, and of course because of that we don't really know how good he really is. And the second time trial he wasn't in because he left the tour early. But he would of course like some revenge for the Olympic Games in Tokyo in 2021, where he literally just lost out on a bronze medal with just a few hundredths of a second. Not even a second, just a few hundredths of a second, which is, well, crazy bad luck basically. And then another one is Wout van Aert. I use one of the smaller chance, like the really small chance for me, because he is literally driven like at the Tour de France, and at the Tour de France's time trial, his first one wasn't good. He only became 24th, and he said he was going to try for that time trial, so that's not a good preparation for him. But if someone can just put power on the pedals, it is Wout van Aert. But he's going to be tired from the tour, and I think he's just not gonna be it. And then I have written down Brandon McNulty. He actually became fourth at the World Championship in Glasgow, and with that result, he actually said to himself, "I'm gonna be aiming for the time trial at the Olympics," and he has literally done that. I think he has won 3 time trials this season, which will for real boost his confidence for this. And I think he actually has a chance on at least a medal. And then as last person that I've written down, I have Magnus Sheffield. He became second earlier this year, just behind Evenepoel at the time trial at the Algarve. And he also got a third and second place at the Tour of Romandie and at the Giro d'Italia. I think he's also very good. I think he's slightly worse than Joshua Tarling, so I guess he's a little bit less. But you just never know. I mean, at the Olympic Games, it's such a big venue. Everything can happen. But for now, I do actually think that the order that it's going to be is Felipe Gana, Joshua Darling, and I actually think that third is going to become Brandon McNulty. So that is actually my top three, but I think the three favorites are still Joshua Darling, Ghana, and Evenepoel. But as said, I do it totally different. No, not totally. I'm just gonna go with Ghana, Darling, and McNulty to get the medals. Let me know what you think. But for now, I wanna thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you.